So Platinum 5 just released the newest update that I predicted would be coming this week. Even though they said it was gonna come this week, I predicted it. I take credit. Anyway, not much was added, but a couple key things that I want to go over were added, as well as actually a couple steps in the right direction for this. First of all, let's go over the new chest rig. This is what it looks like. Um, there's a there's a flap. You can change the thing. You get all the normal mag pouches. You can change the camouflage. It looks like there's also okay. So this is kind of like a rib protector, I guess, with the cummerbund. I don't know what the fuck that means. But apparently it looks like one you get a rib protector and the other one you don't. It's just the straps. So I don't know. I mean, I probably won't be using this one. I think I'll just stick with my CVS. Actually, my MPC 2.0 is what I run. I hate how it doesn't save, so I have to redo all of this. So just give me 1 second. Also, some really cool new magazines were added for the M4, as well as a couple of other things for the M4 that we're about to go over in just a second. So, moving on to the faceware, we have the M50 gas mask. You can get it in clear or tinted lenses, which I think is sick. You can't change the actual color of the gas mask itself, but that's okay. I don't really care. I think it's kind of cool. And also, a quick note is that you can't have like a gator with the gas mask. You have to have either the gas mask or the gator, unfortunately. I wish it was the other way around, but it's not, so we're just gonna have to take what we get for now. But that is a good step in the right direction. And then talking about the M4. So now you can probably see this gun does not look similar to a lot of guns that I've used in the past. And that's because these mags, the Core Attack Assist mags, were something that was just released in this new update, and I don't even think that they mentioned it. It actually doesn't even mention these magazines at all, and they're not marked as new, which is surprising because usually they are. But basically, we now have a lot of really cool camos. One of the camos that I was rocking earlier, just playing around with some of the stuff, was actually this here. I really liked how this here looked. I don't know. Oh, that's because okay. But I really liked how this looked. If I was like doing something snow related, I would 100% use this. This looks sick. I haven't actually seen it in game yet, so I want to quickly test that out to see what it looks like in game. But I want to talk quickly about how this fundamentally changes Blackhawk Race Edition 5, because now we're able to customize things the way that we want to. Also, another quick thing to mention is that attachments like the ANPEC 15 right here also have these new camos. So now we can get a actually we can't get a black one, which is something that I really wanted, but you can get a tan, white, tan again, a red, you can get green, alpine, whatever you want. The ANPEC 15 now has a variant for it, and I just spent $2 grand on that one. I probably shouldn't have, but that's okay. Nobody's actually saving money. I'm on a Smurf account anyway, so it's not like it matters. But I want to quickly take a look at how this looks in first person, because in third person it looks absolutely sick. Come on, load. Yeah, I like how that looks. I mean, it doesn't really match my loadout now because my loadout's like multicam and all that. But if this was a snow loadout, this would look absolutely fire. And I believe this is only on the M4. I was looking at the MK18, And I don't, yeah, the camouflages aren't there for that. Yeah, even on the same stock, they don't work. What about, this one's also weird. I don't know if this is supposed to be a visual bug, or not supposed to be. I don't know if this is a visual bug, but I saw somebody point it out in the Discord. However, oh, these ones also have the new kind of the core tack assist magazines. I actually really like the look of those. Um, but this is weird because I've never seen a camo print like this, and I don't know if it's meant to look like that. You know, but I guess it doesn't look terrible. It just seems out of place. Like, I kind of dig how it looks. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's a kind of camo that we've never had in BRM5, and I think that the pixelated version is actually like kind of a touch of simplicity that I'm really down for, because I like simplicity in games like Blackhawk Race Mission 5 when a lot of times the developers try to go above and beyond, when in reality sometimes people just want simplicity. It's even in game, that visual bug, whatever it is, it's even in game. So I think I don't know if it's actually meant to be a thing or not. It's really hard to tell, but I kind of dig how it looks. I think if you were able to maybe match some of the other attachments on the MK18 to that, I think it could be much cooler looking. But right now, the M4 is the only gun where we get these kind of these different attachment colors, especially on the battle grip, the CST stock, just the M4A1 like color in general, the handguard. You know, I'm honestly very excited for what is to come for the future of customization in BRM5. Now, some other notable things that were added were FLIR cameras to the 153 to the M153 Crows and the Arbalete DM. Basically, some trucks slash APCs have now been given FLIR cameras, which, if you don't know, is like they're like infrared cameras pretty much. So that's kind of cool. Also, they did a bunch of changes to AI. Some of the most important ones are that AI now see less far, and can see much less during nighttime and fog, and FOV more fitting for their eyes and have more predictable curve for detection, which is something that I've been asking for a while. Is that like AI right now is not like, I think they're stronger than they should be, but one of the things that I was saying is that the curve, or not the curve, that's the way that they describe it, the way that AI detects is really stupid. Like, there's really no predictability to them. AI accuracy made more forgiving, and their accuracy increases while holding line of sight take longer. I'm gonna be honest, Nar, I don't know what the fuck you were trying to say there, but it's also midnight when I'm recording this, so I'll give you slack because I'm not also there. Most AI no longer shoot in complete point blank CQC, where players can't shoot back. That's another really good thing. Most AI radio faster and more consistently. Now, this is something that's weird because they do all this to nerf the actual performance of the AI, but they don't nerf the detection system. And in fact, they actually, well, it depends on how you look at it, but they buff their detection system. POD snipers now wear nods to indicate why they can see so far at night. Smoker gas radius slightly increased. RPG units should no longer be in interiors except for bunker. And the weather cycle has been revamped with moodier weather for players to take advantage of while fighting AI. So let's just hop into RGE really quick, and we can... Okay, I didn't want to hit the storm, but overcast looks something a little bit like this, which is actually probably about what it should look like. Fog 3. I mean, shit, dude, you can't see 200 yards in front of you. I don't know. I don't know that there's much of a difference. I do feel like there's a little bit less color than usual, but that could just be me, and I could just be an idiot. Also, they added a bunch of miscellaneous stuff, some bug fixes, some mobile and console things. Also, they fixed the little bird moonwalking and exploding on the hangar when spawned in, and fixed console players being unable to play the entire game, which apparently was a problem that they had in the past. I don't know why you would really play on console or mobile in the first place, but whatever. Also, one last thing I want to go over, which is actually something I should have mentioned earlier, but we can now, if I get rid of my gas mask here, we can now, damn it. Okay, there we go. We can now change, there's still the 3 main haircuts, so you have to choose one of these 3, and also the main hair colors, but we now have new eyebrows. So we have the angry, the curious, the serious, which is the normal ones, and then the timid ones, which kind of look more innocent. And then we have the mouth. So we have the smirk, which is what I'm currently running because I think it kind of looks cool. The serious, which is the normal, the sad, and then the neutral. I like the smirk. I think the smirk looks cool. I also kind of like the timid. I don't know. It doesn't really care. It's just eyes and a mouth, pretty much. But I do like the M50 gas mask. I think it looks kind of cool. And yeah, that's really everything that I can even begin to talk about in all of this. One thing that I'm interested in seeing is... Oh, also, one thing before I get into what I was just about to say. All vehicle seats have received seat exit time cutoff. So, what I assume that means, and I'm about to test it out here in a second, is that you get out of vehicles faster than before. So let me run over here and spawn in a Jeep really quick. Oh, okay, actually that works. And then get out. I feel like that is much faster. Yeah, it is. That's much faster. Okay, that's a good thing because sometimes it takes a while to get out of your car when you're under heavy fire, which is really cool. Anyway, the thing that I was getting at was that the new eyes and mouths and all that are things that we had back in the day, but were removed in Gen 4. So opening up that character customization idea again is good, because now it's going to lead to things like hopefully facial hair in the future, hopefully tattoos in the future. I know that's something that not a lot of people are ready to talk about, but tattoos could be kind of sick. Just overall, a lot more character customization than there is now. And yeah, I think that's really all there is to this update. I think what we're going to find is the next update is going to be zombies, and I'll tell you why I think that. Because they've been hinting at it very closely, or they've been hinting at it very hard, and also this is 7.9. So we have to think, okay, usually, looking in the history of BRM5, every 1.0 version, so like let's say from 6.0 to 7.0, 6.0 is usually a pretty big update, and then all the updates in between are smaller updates, and then 7.0 usually pretty big. So I think that since this is 7.9, we might see 1 or 2 more bug patches in between now and zombies, but I think 8.0 will be zombies. I don't know for sure. I haven't been told by devs or anything, but that's just my prediction, and all that. I wouldn't get your hopes up too much, as the devs are working really hard, and who knows how long it'll take them. But I would say that we can probably expect it within the next 2 weeks, maybe 3, depending on how fast things are going. I would say a good date to think about is mid-May for zombies. So I would set your expectations for mid-May, and then if Platinum 5 doesn't meet those expectations, then we riot. I'm just kidding. I just really want zombies. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. Make sure to join my Discord. Make sure to join the Platinum 5 Discord. Make sure, if you're not already, subscribe. And then also, if you're already subscribed, make sure don't make sure, but if you want to, you can go ahead and join the channel memberships down in the description. Or actually not. Actually, yeah, it'll be in the description, and there will be a join button next to the subscribe button. If you want to join, you don't have to, but if you do, it's greatly appreciated. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.